What's cracking? It's your boy B.Dos coming live from the Bird. Um, I felt it was fitting, being that my birthday is at midnight, that we kind of kick off this fall season for what we're doing at Hustle, and making the announcement of House of Hustle. And like, I'm excited about it because we're putting a lot of work. And let me say this before I even say anything about House of Hustle. It's okay. It is okay if you need to step away and put some time in. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to be online, social media, in everybody's face all the time, showing them and telling them what you're doing. And I'm about to make this move, power move, da 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 move. You don't gotta do all that. All you gotta do is just move and do your thing. And then when you're ready, bring it to us. We'll check it out. If we like it, then we'll rock with it. If we don't, then the market will show that. So, and that's what I did. I had family things going on a lot. I got married. I had a son. I'm dealing, helping out my parents, and lost my father. All these different things were going on. So, at a certain point, you got to say, let me make sure I'm straight. Let me make sure I'm good before I come out here trying to give y'all anything. Trying to present anything, because it won't be sustainable, because I'm not right. So, working on yourself is very, very important. Um, so with House of Hustle, actually, that's the first thing, because there's a bunch of announcements. First thing I'll say is I got a book dropping, and it's called Hustle, the No E philosophy. I know we put the X through the E, and it just basically breaks down, um, where it talks about how to stay in the game. So when it's your time, you can step out and you got everything you're ready to go. You know what I mean? You don't have to, you can't wait for the call and then say, all right, let me get it together. You got to already have it on deck. And it's not just, it's pretty much in any industry. You have to already be prepared. They say stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to do catchphrases, but when it makes sense, it makes sense. So, in the meantime, what we've been doing, that's a little beat. It's my son's monitor, make sure son's good. But so what we've been doing is building a platform for Pittsburgh creators, and it's called House of Hustle. So houseofhustle.com, you can check it out. It breaks down what House of Hustle is. Now, House of Hustle is not on. So it breaks down. Well, there's a B on the light. Don't play with me, cuz. Don't play today. Straight up. So, um, House of Hustle breaks down. House of Hustle is a platform for creatives and artists and creators to be able to get their media, their content, their music, all of these things out there. You know, um, it's not a marketplace. It's more of a curated club, not a label either. So what I mean by not a marketplace is, if you go on Amazon or Title, something like that, then you can just type in what you need, and then thousands of that will come up. Or for Title, there's thousands of artists on there. We're not going to do that. We're just going to create a platform, and because we want to be able to help everybody that's on the platform, since we have access to those avenues. First of all this is free for any creators and artists. This is not the type of thing that, our business model is not, the artist paying X amount of dollars per month, and then, their music sitting there, and then they just waiting for something to shake. Like, we ain't about that's not our business model. So it's free for them. All they got to do is just put their stuff on there, and then we'll set their channel up, or set up their section or their video or whatever it is that they're trying to get out there. You know, excuse me. So I'm a tea guy. Shout out to my son's mug too. Since I love you, dad, and I think of my dad when I see it, when I use it. But yeah. So it doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely for them. Like, at heart, I'm a creator and an artist. Always been, a different type of artist, not a music artist, but a creative artist. And my partner Mook, he's a super duper artist, creative as well. He's a music artist amongst other types of creative. So, together we wanted to make sure that it was like, we'll know if it was like, hold on. we're charging them for this and then do what? No, we're taking event. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when your business model is your business model, but that's not ours. We're monetizing through ads and banners and commercials and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Just to be transparent. So when people have their, say somebody has somebody has a pottery making video and they have it on a platform, we can monetize that video for them, and then we figure out and like the bust down of the split from whatever comes off of that ad. Even in splits, this isn't like a 50-50 split. Even this is like we're taking low splits. When I'm not going to say exact number right now this second, but we're taking low splits because we want the artist to be able to flourish. My primary goal that I had, and then I think Mook shared the same with me, is um, putting Pittsburgh on a platform level with everyone else. So from the music standpoint, Mook said, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna get content with mainstream artists, and then we can put them alongside with artists that's nice in the burg. So, when you go on there, you'll see Jadakiss, you'll see Freeway Beans, you'll see stuff like that on there. You know what I mean? You'll see interviews from people that you know and all that, but then you'll see interviews from people that you don't know. But then you'll be like, oh, like he's nice too, or I like this person's character, or I like what they're doing. So let's enter the house of hustle. Um, each section of the house, we pattern a part of our business or industry after. So in the yard sale, there's where that's e-commerce. That's where you buy stuff, clothes, merch, home goods, and things like that. The wall art is going to be pictures, just like, wall pictures on the wall. So that's like when you walk into the hallway, that's like the wall art. We have in the theater room, you're going to see the cartoon in there, and you'll see the trailer and different little clips and things like that. The art studio is where we created products for people in the industry, and it's the breakdown behind the scenes of it, from like the sketch version to the final creation. So that's dope. Go in the kitchen, there's cooking shows. You see where I'm going with it now? Okay. In the living room, it's like the about section where you get to learn, sit on down and learn what House of Hustle is and what it's about, what the vision is and the values. All of that would be in that section. We have an automotive section. All these different sections are things that exist in the burg, but it's not necessarily aggregated and cultivated in one place. So that's what our goal is. And so for automotive, one of the shows, or some of the shows I'll announce. Shout out to Juice. Our first show coming out is with Juice. It's called Cruising with Juice, and Cruising with Juice is going to pull up on people on motorcycles and dope old schools or whatever kind of whips they got, and it's like they're just breaking it down. People are gonna break down their engines and how they built the car, or same with the motorcycle. So it's going to be him cruising through the city, pulling up on people with the hottest machines on 2 and 4 wheels. That's kind of like the tagline for that. So Cruising with Juice is going to be dope. I think we got a trailer that's about to come out in like a day or so, something like that. The book that I was talking about, the Hustle No E Philosophy, that's going to be next week dropping. The platform itself is going to be an app, House of Hustle app, and you'll be able to put it on Android, Apple, and not immediately on the TV. It's coming to the TVs though, like soon, like ASAP. But you'll be able to, as soon as we make the announcement, because the platform's already built and made and everything. And that's what I mean. It's already done. I'm not sitting here saying this and then we go back and then gotta do something. No, we're already ready. We're just, fine tuning some things. We also got the gym. So in the gym, that's gonna be the fitness section. So you're gonna see clips and like breakdowns. It'll tell you it might just show you a push-up workout. You can just go through that workout, or it might be a cardio workout, everything. So that's dope as well. There's a library, and that's going to be where the authors are at. My book is going to be in there. My brother got a book too, so I'm gonna put his book in there as well. And then we're reaching out to authors now to populate that section. Actually, our attic is hilarious because the attic is like it's like archives. So you're going to see old joints from Swagger World, My Sounds Wireless headphones, all of the work that we did prior to. And everything that we picked up during those times and working and building everything, all of that helped us create what we have here now. So the platform is fire. Like there's just, I mean, there's so much on there. Shout out Grind Mode. He's going to be on there in their channel. He does Mind Behind the Grind and breaks down different questions that you might have about the industry or how things go. So you'll see that. Uh, we got a, what can I say? Okay, I'll say in the kitchen, we got a show called Herd. And if you know about the restaurant industry and things like that, that's like a common phrase in the kitchen when you make some kind of statement or announcement about what's going on. The other person will say "heard." You know what I mean? So it's just like "heard," church, like got you. You ain't gotta say it twice. I'm on it. So "heard" is going to be uh, us going to different restaurants in the burg and them talking about their restaurants. I seen Justin Fields say he was doing like a quiz of Pittsburgh versus Chicago, and he was saying that the Steelers staff is better than Chicago's, but the food in Chicago is better than Pittsburgh. And I'm like, maybe he just don't know, or maybe we just don't get out to a lot of places to be able to taste or touch the best food that's around the city. So we kind of want to do that. Also, we have tailgate tours. Tailgate tours is, first of all, Pittsburgh. The Steelers is one of the strongest franchises and the greatest fans and super football town. So we're gonna just pregame it and hit the different tailgates. We want to see who got the best grill food. Um, what else? I'm pausing. I want to make sure I don't say something or jump the gun too soon. Yeah, we talked to a bunch of different people who already have their brands going and things like that, and they might not have a home. They might have a following and everything, but this can kind of like they can just say, go ahead and download House of Hustle is free. Downloading the app. So on the artist side, them putting their content on there is free. But on the flip side, for you, the consumer, it's free too. You don't have to pay $4.99 a month. It's not a subscription series. We will put premium content on there that will cost kind of like a fly release of something dropping, and it'll be, I don't know, that episode is $5. We're putting cartoons in the theaters, so we want you to come out to the theater. So when we drop it on the app, that might be premium content, or that would be premium content. But the clips will be free. The behind the scenes, all that type of stuff, everything, most of what you see on there will be free. And even with that is cool because we got all the clips of the cast recording their characters. So you'll see the side by sides of, and you'll see behind that person's face, and you all, I don't know if you'll see this or not, but Moot laughs at this because I think I played 5 characters in the cartoon, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So, and some of them, you're just not going to know it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like I play a white dude. Did I play 2 white dudes? No, I play one. I play one white dude. Yeah, if that's appropriation, then whatever. It ain't that serious. I'm just saying, like it's dope. It's dope. We had to work and curate all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what Hustle's about, and being able to stay in the game and removing the E. Again, when you remove that E per se, because the end of Hustle is the letter E. Take that off, there's no ending. So now it's like even like on the hat. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Yeah. So the no E equals hustle. You got E equals MC squared, whatever. No E equals hustle squared. Same type of deal. But yeah, man, it's been a long time coming, a long road. Merch is definitely fires like that. It's gonna be up today. I don't know what time this is going to go up, so let's just say tomorrow. But yeah, houseofhustle.com. You'll be able to see all of that. You can see we got the House of Hustle logo joints. We just want to kind of put that in your mind a little bit. So the same icon app, that's what the shirt is. And then we have the first household joints, and it's a lemonade 25-cent shirt. You know what I'm saying? We have the taped up broken heart. We're gonna keep that on there because that's like a super symbol of strength. A lot of times, especially where we from, we lose people, and we always say our hearts are broken. Because our hearts are broken. But you have to be able to go forward, and if you don't go forward, it's just going to stay broken. So every time I see that on social media and I see that broken heart, like it's like we're almost keeping ourselves in that place. It's like, man, I ain't never going to be right. Well, if I keep telling myself I ain't ever going to be right, then I won't ever be right. So it's up to us to kind of put the tape on that broken heart. Here you go, tape that broken heart, and then be able to mend and hold it together so you can move forward, because the people that are still here with you, they're counting on you. And sometimes we get caught up in our own feelings and don't realize that it's not, we don't realize that it's not about us. If we lose, and we lose multiple people sometimes at the same time, y'all know, and we start saying that it happened to us. Like, this what happened to me last, man. You're here. That happened to them. That happened to their family also. So don't try to like wear that guilt when you don't have to. Because if you take that on and wear it, it'll sink in there, and then now you are in that space and you become that. You get consumed by that. I mean, I have to work on that daily. I got so many people that's not here. Like, shout out to my family. We gonna have these on deck too. These will be on there. See, this is my family. Like my dad and his kids. No, there's only 2 people left in this picture. Me and one of my brothers. And my other brothers and my pops ain't here. You know what I'm saying? So like, but my brother's still here, and then my mother was still here. And me and my brother had to pitch in to help my mother when she had like a crazy injury. So, but we can't stand if we're still staying in a broken space. We can't help who's here. It's kind of like we die when they die. And when they die, they wouldn't want you to come with them. If they could speak, they would say, stay there, do your thing. Hold down the family. If you feeling like that, swing past and drop something off for my kids, drop something off for my wife, my girl, my mom, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But don't just stew in that space of hurt and guilt. Like, figure it out, even if you don't know or figure it out automatically. Find one person to talk to, something, because it's not easy. So there's my speech about getting through it. But that's why the taped up broken heart logo and that strength collection we dropped, it means so much. We have the whole creation of the strength collection campaign. That's also on House of Actors. There's 6 episodes on that. And we shot down the train station, down the T station. We shot on the Warhol Bridge, along the river and all that stuff. You can see like the merch and all that. That's not going nowhere. What we want to do really is just move the needle. We want to move the needle for the city. It's not just about us. We want to do our thing and put our work in, yes, but like, we got to move the needle. And if we just came out like, all right, it's fall, so we're going to drop this now. We're going to drop this new thing now. Then it's just like you just dropping something each season, but it's not moving the needle. And when we talk about in our meetings, when we discuss so many people that are nice, so many people that are creative, so many people that's cool, so many people that started a brand, it's like, well, where can we house all of that? At House of Hustle. houseofhustle@gmail.com. If you are or that creator, then you can tag them in this or send them the information or whatever, or you can tag them in this or send them the information, and then we'll just go through that reviewing process. Now, we're not sitting back acting like, well, let me see what you got, well, let me hear something, and then acting like we're bigger and bad. We're not doing that, but we do want to find the best in the burg. We want to find the best chefs in the burg. We want to find the best apparel lines in the burg, the best fashion designers, not just merch lines. That's cool, but like, who really get down? Who's really nice like that? Like, this is handmade. This is hand painted and all that. So but yeah, like, what are the best cars? And then as far as the sections in the room, like when you go into the computer room, that's like the technology section. So you'll be able to get that. You'll be able to get in the technology section. There's going to be consumer electronics that people will be able to check out, see what's coming out like on the mainstream, and things that we got dropping, because we come from that space as well. Like I said before with the headphones, we've done headphones, we've done earbuds, we've done speakers, and like just for my sounds, which is now Hustle, which is absorbed as Hustle, but we also done it for other other athletes and artists. So you'll see those products there too. But then on the flip side, you'll see on the software side of like what's to come, what's going on, what's next, and what it means for us. What does AI mean for us? You know what I'm saying? What does the metaverse or NFTs still matter? You know, so for us, if you download House of Hustle or and you join or whatever that is, it's free. Like I said, you'll automatically get an NFT. So what does that mean? We can put we can say that you get X amount off the tickets when you come to the theater or when you come to an event, when you come to the block party. You know what I mean? X amount off of products, or you get this information first, or when we put something on the platform, it's it might be free for you, but it might cost if that's like the one of the paid programs. You know, so I don't want to call it a network, although we have a network of shows, original content, affiliates who have their content as well. So, but at the same, I'd rather say a platform, especially in Pittsburgh, because our goal again is to put the people who deserve to be there alongside the other people that are already there. Because a lot of times when I don't know if y'all know, but if you're somebody that moves around in different places, you ever go to and they be like, "You from Pittsburgh? Man, I didn't know they gave it up like that. You from Pittsburgh? Oh, I didn't know that y'all was on it like that. You from Pittsburgh?" All the time, all the time. So if instead of them different people getting this little gnat is not playing with me, instead of getting that sporadic response, that spotted, sprinkled response around the country, and at this point around the world, if we're moving as a force, as a group, then they can say, "Oh no, they got a whole thing going on out there. There's a whole culinary boom going on out there. There's a whole tech boom going on out there. The medical industry is huge over there. You know what I mean? All of these different things. So on our news ticker, you're going to see information about the Berg, daily information, you know, and the way we're presenting that to you is going to be hilarious. I don't know if I want to say that right now or not. I'll hold that. But either way, the way we present the news to you, so you're going to get Hustle News in the morning, Hustle Sports in the morning, and things like that. I know Moog is laughing right now because he knows how we talk about how we're going to do our news, and it's like that. So don't forget. Let me see what day. Today's Friday, so don't forget to go straight on there and get it, because is that today? No. But don't forget to go on there and pull it up. It's going to be right. So don't forget. Check out houseofhustle.com. We got merch for sale now. It's out now. House of Hustle, the platform, the House of Hustle network. It's here. It's here. It's coming. It'll be live. I don't want to say the date yet, but it's like right around the corner. You know, and as we so this is kind of like a slow roll. It's like the first information I wanted to talk to y'all, but whoever y'all is, or I want to talk about all of these different things, you know, things that we were working on, things that I deal with and go through, some of the things that other people deal with and go through too. You know, that's why I mentioned the book first. Like the book is important because it breaks down in different sections how to, you know, find success through relentless creativity. So that's the overall name of the book. You know, when you look at it, it'll say hustle, the no E philosophy, and at the bottom it says finding success through relentless creativity. Now, breaking down relentless creativity, it doesn't mean keep running at the wall and boom and boom and boom. You keep running at a wall, you'll do some damage to the wall. It'll be a little broken up a little bit, some dents and all that. But did you bust through the wall and knock the whole thing? No, no. So relentless creativity, not relentless grinding and hustling and all of that. Not that. That got to be there as well. But you need, because creativity allows you to look at something one way and then look at it another way. It's like a critical thinking process. So relentless creativity allows you to say, hold on, this ain't work. Let me go over here. Or this just needs a little water. The seeds are planted. Let me put a little water to it. And you'll know overall which one you need to go with. And then after that, you're like, hold on. Okay, I'm growing a little bit. You can see the growth. And you'll be able to see that from your small wins. And then those will get larger. And then I don't want to get into the book too much. But the last thing, you know what? I'll just briefly speak on a chapter. One of my favorite chapters in the book is called Negative 1 to 0. And that's about It's a play on the title Zero to One by Peter Thiel. It's a business book. It's about creating something from nothing and then it becomes something. Not adapting something that exists and doing it your way. That's cool, but that's not going from 0 to 1. That's just like ones, But so it's not a contrary or reference to that book, but just the title itself. Because to me, I believe that when you're at 0, that's your starting point. And then from there, 1, 2, 3, you can start to grow and propel. But when you're at -1, that's surviving or that's drowning. That's not even surviving. Your starting point is surviving for real. You're not thriving yet, you're just starting. So whenever you're just starting, you're probably surviving. You're figuring it out. You're getting it together. Excuse the cars in the background. Um, but -1, you're negative, so you're drowning and you're trying to find your way back to 0. And in that drowning space, in that -1 space, you can't be as creative as you want to be. You can't find it in you to keep the consistency or keep the mentality or keep whatever it is that you want to do. You know you got this thing that work, or you know that you can cook, but you just didn't go to that kitchen yet and set it up and cook out of not your kitchen, but they got industrial kitchens where you can cook out of and you can do all of that. So whatever that is, when you're in that -1 space, is most people a lot of times, especially the creative people, because a lot of times creative people aren't business people. So they have issues trying to navigate through there, and then they might have to take another job, and then their creativity diminishes because life is attacking them. So it talks about everything I just said, but how to kind of maintain that and just stay in the game. That's what it's about, really. Staying in the game at that point. That'll be like a consistent theme of mine. It's just staying in the game and existing, and then you popping up when you're supposed to. It's like stay low until you come up type of deal. You know what I mean? You don't have to posture and fake anything and be out there. Just do your thing. You think people miss you like that because you be online all the time, and then people respond and you get engagement and all that. But don't post nothing for a while. Just don't, and then just watch. Life goes on. People are going to keep we're going to keep doing everything. Like they're going to keep posting and talking and having their own conversation without you. They're not saying, "Oh, hold on, we can't. We got to wait for Tom to come back." And no, we ain't waiting for Tom. We're not waiting for Tom. We're just doing our thing. So nobody's sitting around waiting on you. You know what I mean? You're not Nike yet. Yet. You're not Nike yet. So while you still have that space to get yourself together in that -1 to 0 space before you go to 1, 2, 3, then make the most of that time. Make the most of it. So whenever you're ready, you're ready. And you're not like, I came out, because I've done things when I wasn't ready, but I was doing it. Like you wasn't going, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, yo. Like it is what it is. And sometimes that's good because you just jump out there, jump off the roof and grow your wings on the way down. That's dope. It's also dope to analyze. You know what I mean? It's also dope to stand on the roof and say, these things are growing, boy. These things is growing. And you can look and say, man, I got a full set of wings, and leap. So we can't say exactly what makes sense for you, but making sure that you curate what you're doing, that kind of helps you. Whoa, man, I just seen a squirrel leap from one branch to the next and caught it with one hand and was swinging like a human. All right, my bad. I'm keeping that too. I'm keeping that in there. But yeah, I don't want to get off topic too much, but houseofhustle.com. You got the merch up, houseofhustle.com, houseofhustle.com. The House of Hustle platform is here and the app is coming, and I'm hyped about that. I forgot, man, my birthday's at midnight, cuz let's go. So yeah, man, tap in, check it out, see what's up. If you are one of these people that have that talent, have that skill set, and or if you feel how I feel about the bird, hit us up. Hit Malachi up, inbox him, DM him, Verse Boy on Instagram, Malachi on Facebook. And for my Mounts Hustle Vibration on Facebook, and it's House of Hustle on Instagram and House of Hustle on TikTok. So, I got another joint with my wife. It's called Young OG Parents, and it's us. Like we just had our first child. My son's 1 year old, so we just had our first child last year, and this is our like doing this in this age. She's a couple years younger than me, but having getting married at for me getting married at 40, and then the next year having a child. It's like I'm learning I feel young because it's all new to me. Getting into a certain industry and business, that's new to me. So again, I feel young in that space. And the people that I'm dealing with, they're older. And they're like, hey, listen, after a while, when you get to this age and then they give you game. So all of the spaces that I'm moving in, it feels or it's new. So it makes me feel fresh in what I'm doing. So even that, maybe it's not a big life decision like that for you, but finding things that keep you fresh and wanting to do things. Because I mean, I don't care, even if you 23, 25, because you're going to look up and be like, man, I'm 36. And you're going to be like, man, I'm telling you, I coached youth football for like 16 years. And I tell them the same, you about to be old in a minute, you about to be old. Then they look up and they got kids and everything else. So I'm hyped for the city because we going to show them what's up. But I ain't playing. We're going to show them what's up. There's a lot of dope people in the bird. And if you don't go forward, it's just going to stay broken. So every time I see that on social media and I see that broken heart, like it's like we're almost keeping ourselves in that place. It's like, man, I ain't never going to be right. Well, if I keep telling myself I ain't ever going to be right, then I won't ever be right. So it's up to us to kind of put the tape on that broken heart. You got to tape that broken heart and then be able to mend and hold it together so you can move forward, because the people that are still here with you, they're counting on you. And sometimes we get caught up in our own feelings and don't realize that we don't realize that it's not about us. If we lose multiple people sometimes at the same time, y'all know, and we start saying that it happened to us. Like, this what happened to me last, man, you're here. That happened to them. That happened to their family also. So don't try to like wear that guilt when you don't have to. Because if you take that on and wear it, it'll sink in there, and then now you are in that space and you become that. You get consumed by that. I mean, I have to work on that daily. I got so many people that's not here. Like, shout out to my family. We gonna have these on deck too. These will be on there. See, this is my family. Like my dad and his kids. No, there's only 2 people left in this picture. Me and one of my brothers. And my other brothers and my pops ain't here. You know what I'm saying? So like, but my brother's still here, and then my mother was still here. And me and my brother had to pitch in to help my mother when she had a crazy injury. So, but we can't stand if we're still staying in a broken space. We can't help who's here. It's kind of like we die when they die, and when they die, they wouldn't want you to come with them. If they could speak, they would say, "Stay there, do your thing." Hold down the family. If you feeling like that, swing past and drop something off for my kids, drop something off for my wife, my girl, my mom, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But don't just stew in that space of hurt and guilt. Like, figure it out, even if you don't know, or figure it out automatically. Find one person to talk to, something, because it's not easy. So there's my speech about, getting through it. But that's why the taped up Broken Heart logo and that strength collection we dropped, it means so much. We have the whole creation of the strength collection campaign. That's also on House of Actors. There's 6 episodes on that. And we shot down the train station, down the T station. We shot on the Warhol Bridge, along the river and all that stuff. You can see like the merch and all that. That's not going nowhere. What we want to do really is just move the needle. We want to move the needle for the city. It's not just about us. We want to do our thing and put our work in, yes, but like, we got to move the needle. And if we just came out like, all right, it's fall, so we're going to drop this now, we're going to drop this new thing now. Then it's just like you just dropping something each season, but it's not moving the needle. And when we talk about in our meetings, when we discuss so many people that are nice, so many people that are creative, so many people that's cool, so many people that started a brand, it's like, well, where can we house all of that? At House of Hustle. So that's where that comes from. Um, Going forward, if you know, or if you are one of the two, hustlevibration.com at Gmail, but there's no E on the end of the hustle. I'm not going to get it.